Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today we have a lot of stuff going on. It's actually wild, mostly regarding Bitcoin because, well, you guys might be a little bit surprised over this, but apparently over 34,000 Bitcoin were moved off exchanges in one single day. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look. So, over 34,000 Bitcoin moved in a single day off of exchanges. What this implies for the Bitcoin price. Honestly, it depends on what the actual inflow was. Right now, we're talking about a huge outflow for Bitcoin, but let's take a look at Sentiment's feed right here. Bitcoin saw 34,000 of its coins move off exchanges on September 30th, indicating what might be a hint of trader confidence heading into Q4. If you do not know, huge outflows are extremely bullish for Bitcoin. People taking their money off exchanges is a very nice sign because that means that we're holding on for longer, there's less selling pressure. The last time at least this much Bitcoin left exchanges was June 17th, where prices jumped plus 22% over the next 4 weeks. So this might be something to look forward to, right? You can see right here we had a crazy low point. Right here we have another very big dip. Bitcoin had 34,000 coins moving away from exchanges. This might be something to look into, right? This might be something to look into with the exchange flow balance being so far into the negatives here, at a minus 32,000, that of 34,000, that is absolutely wild, and this could be extremely bullish. So I just wanted to get you guys in on this right here. It's actually being stated that there's huge outflows over the last couple of days as a whole, but this could surely be something bullish to watch out for. I actually have a couple of different things, and I'm going to go in rapid pace through all of them. Robert Kiyosaki warns that the dollar is going to crash within 4 months as investors ditch fiat for Bitcoin. This is an interesting one. You'd think because the dollar is doing so well that Bitcoin would indeed be doing bad and that it would turn around at some point. And there's a lot to be said about that. There's also, then again, a lot to be said about the fact that stocks would go down, yet Bitcoin would go up, and that's not the case. But I'm honestly thinking the dollar at some point has to crash. It's going too exceedingly well. And are they going to buy Bitcoin? Well, again, I think as well that many people can make this analysis thinking, well, the dollar's going up so much, let's buy Bitcoin just in case, so that the moment the dollar crashes, Bitcoin will stay, quote unquote, stable. Then again, if that were to be the case, then it would already be priced in that the dollar eventually is going to crash. And so why would people then buy more Bitcoin if dollar is crashing? Because they usually then buy Bitcoin to prepare for a dollar crash. Or they're trying to say that, well, as the dollar gets weaker, people are going to get more and more scared and go away. But that's like curing your wound, or like trying to cure your wound with like salt or whatever. It's like no, it's a bad example. You guys understand what I mean, right? It's like with dirt. You're trying to just rub dirt and glue in your wound. Even glue can sometimes be a good thing. Never mind. You understand what I'm trying to say, where you're just rubbing dirt into the freaking wound, where things are already going bad and they're just going to speculate yet again. You should kind of be prepared for it by buying Bitcoin, I guess, early, which would not really be logical then because right now the price is not going up that massively, which still leads me to believe that right now Bitcoin is so heavily manipulated. Man, if you start thinking about it, the institutions like BlackRock, they've opened up the floodgates to allow for all of these other institutional clients to go ahead and buy Bitcoin. Yet the price is still so ridiculously low. Nah, I still believe in massive manipulation. To some degree, it could be regulatory manipulation. US regulators are coming for crypto. How the future look? Again, we all know that the Ripple v SEC lawsuit would be extremely important. I still believe that XRP is going to do exceedingly well over the next 6 months as we continue on basically with this lawsuit. It's going to set on the map, though, how crypto is treated over in the US. Several recently proposed bills and ongoing enforcement cases could define crypto industry's future in the US. If the SEC and CFTC win their ongoing crypto lawsuits, they could set a terrible precedent for decentralized finance and the broader industry. I'm actually thinking right now there's fireworks for the Formula One here in Singapore. I think it's fireworks. I can't. Oh yeah, it's fireworks for sure. That is very nice. You guys can't see it properly, but I can see it in the reflection right now. Oh, because I'm doing this just after the race finished. But right now I was like, wait a minute, something is crazy is happening, but it's fireworks for the Formula One guys. However, if the regulatory agencies lose, crypto could enjoy a renaissance. Just the point being, depending on whether or not Ripple wins, which is my own personal thoughts, it's going to be relatively bad for crypto if they lose. Because all that's been said in the Ripple lawsuit will also reflect back on other cryptos eventually, but also whatever the White House is going for right now and what new investigations are ongoing, that will all have such grave consequences. And right now, as we stand, these things are all being investigated, and it's very interesting to watch. Now, I had another article. Trading like a Lehman moment. Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank suffer from distressed valuations as the bank's credit default insurance nears 2008 levels. Really, guys, if you're not into Bitcoin just quite yet, which I'm assuming you all are because you're watching this video, well, this is something to kind of look into. In terms of the fact that things are not really going well for most of these major banks. Really, they're not really going so well. And a lot of people are saying that this has a lot to do with manipulation on the degree of that they're trying to undervalue the companies to prevent further disappointments, basically. You know, if you're basically lowering your expectations down sequentially or systematically, usually it's better than a very big crash all of a sudden, because that creates panic, creates a bank run like we've seen before. But the fact that things are going so bad in the banking industry does plead for a little bit of a use case in Bitcoin, which I think you guys can all agree with right there. I think it's pretty logical to see. And that's just something that I guess you guys should keep in mind right now. Then again, there's also a problem on Coinbase, fixing problem that halted payments from US banks. Yeah, Coinbase has a little bit of a problem. You can't cash out your US dollars to US banks, it said, which is definitely not good to see, but they're fixing that issue. A couple more things, let's quickly check it out. Solana network had an outage that obviously is also not so good, but they've restarted already. This was a big problem yesterday. Yeah, I can't really say anything good about Solana in that sense. You know, they've just done exceedingly bad with their outages. It's, of course, one of the main problems that they want to fix. But yeah, it's just really, really bad. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what the price did really, really bad yesterday. And, of course, I'm not really a fan of that. In terms of XRP, of course, I'm still a fan. And in terms of hacks, there's a couple things that are going on. But one of the most important ones that's happening right now, it's actually posted like 3 hours ago. Hacker exploits $21 million vulnerability in Transit Swap. A hacker exploited a vulnerability in Transit Swap. Transit Finance confirmed the hacker has returned 70% of the funds. The crypto space has recorded a spate of recent exploits from hackers in the space, but the fact that he returned 70% is a very, very good endeavor. And then again, guys, I said as well, the minimum reward should be $1 million. And apparently he made $1 million in profit of an arbitrage bot. Maybe that's actually a different one. It doesn't matter too much though. Hackers are in full swing. This will continue on for most likely ever. As there's money to be made, there will be hackers. And last but not least, crypto outperforms tech in Q3. And what makes Solana the fastest blockchain? CNBC Crypto World. Yeah, I don't think you guys want to watch this video because Solana, well, they've not been doing so well over the last couple of weeks. And so I'm not so sure that they deserve all the glory of explaining why it's the best projects in the world or anything of that nature. But yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Today was a couple of quick updates, which I'm not sure if you guys enjoy or not. You know, it's just a quick update covering everything that's going on in crypto. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button. I'm going to have a really hard time titling this. I'm not sure even when I'm going to upload the video either, but we shall see. That was it for right now, guys, and see you again in another crypto video later too. Wait a minute. Actually, guys, if you think about it, there was actually a little situation that I saw over on a discussion over on the internet, which was regarding XRP and the XP price. I just want to quickly come back and say there's nothing impossible, and the same thing kind of goes for Bitcoin. But if you're honestly asking me in terms of a price prediction, this is like for people that watch to the end for some videos, right? It's like when the lawsuit is done, I think like $3 to $4 at least, but it could be more towards the $12 range. It depends mostly though on how Bitcoin does and how people are feeling at that point. It might sound strange, but the climate right now is that people understand, okay, it's getting more and more towards a victory. So let's buy piece by piece, which is gradually creating the price up. That might actually be bad because that means that it might get priced in, but piece by piece, and people are not buying these bigger chunks the moment that the lawsuit actually settles. It could actually be that normally, right, if the settlement were to come and people would be very surprised by it, that the price would shock up so much because it was against expectations that people didn't buy in. Right now, though, the more people that expect them to win, that the lower the price premium might be because, well, the more it becomes like a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event, the more it might be priced in. You might say, well, but then the price should go up gradually a little bit. Yeah, that's true, though. But then again, if Bitcoin goes down, then people are less excited to invest anyway. So I was thinking that a shock would be a very better deal, but that would be mostly when there's a crazy sudden settlement like that, where the price just go absolutely crazy, absolutely wild. If there's a conclusion and it goes gradually, like people might get too certain, and but it's going to be interesting to watch. I'm personally thinking it's going to be crazy though in terms of price returns the moment they win anyway, so I'm satisfied with anything.